जाना है तारों से आगे अपना रखेंगे एक नई सुबह जगाए सारे जहां पे हिम्मत करे आगे बढ़े नए रास्तों पे सारी दुनिया अपनी माधुरी वतन तुझे सलाम
अल्लाह इस आदमी ने मुझ पे गर्मी करके मार डाला है गर्मी करके। क्या नाम है अपना जहां में एक नई सुबह जगाए हर इंतजार है लैपटॉप लगाया ना प्रोग्राम।
Yes, Akriti, you can continue now.
बात ये हवाओं को बताए रखना जहां रोशन होगा दिया जलाए रखना की है हिफाजत लहू देकर हमने मन में सदा इस तिरंगे को बसाए रखना। जश्न आजादी मुबारक हो। A very good morning and dear Jagat to respected principal ma'am, teachers and dear shining fellows. Today is 15th August, the 74th birthday of our beloved independent motherland. We all have gathered here to celebrate this day and remind ourselves of our duties, responsibilities, and our ancestors' sacrifice. Therefore, I, Akriti Srivastava, warmly welcome you all to today's auspicious gathering on behalf of the entire school. Here comes Vidhi to tell us about the importance of 15th August.
We celebrate Independence Day as a national festival of India. The day marks the anniversary of national independence from the British Empire on 15th August 1947. Furthermore, it is the most auspicious day for the people of India because India becomes independent after lots of hardships and sacrifices of the brave Indian freedom fighters. From that day onwards, 15th August became a very important day in Indian history and in the hearts of every Indian. Also, the entire nation celebrates this day with full spirit of patriotism. In addition, we celebrate Independence Day to remember the lives we sacrificed to gain this freedom, as they are the ones who struggled for our country. Furthermore, on this day, we forget our differences and unite as one true nation should. To sum it up, gaining independence from Britishers was not easy, and it's because of the struggle and hardship of a freedom fighter that we now live in a free country. On Independence Day, we remember the long battle that our freedom fighters fought and sacrifices they have made. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidhi, for such an informative speech. Without taking much time, let's start the function by hoisting flag, followed by the national anthem.
नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जगति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जय गण मंगल नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
All the person who is an inspiration for most of us. The one who is the success of our institute. Here is our respected principal ma'am to say a few words on this special occasion.
Greetings to all on the 74th Independence Day of our free country. Today, as I stand before you, I'm reminded of the sacrifices our great leaders made to achieve this freedom. It's time that we ponder on these sacrifices and see what best we can do to sustain this freedom. India is still a developing nation. In spite of all the developments in various fields which have taken place, India still remains a developing nation. So what can be done to make this developing nation a developed one? And I feel the first and the foremost aspect could be making the country self-reliant, as is very rightly stated by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Time has come when we stop depending on other countries for various things. Only and only when we become self-sufficient, when we are able to cater to our own needs in every field, can the country become a developed nation. For that, what is required? I think we need to focus mainly on three things. The first one, poverty and hunger. It is essential that each and every individual of this country is able to meet the basic requirement for living. Nobody is hungry, nobody is without finances, and nobody is such who is suffering from malnutrition. Second thing, and the most important I would say, is education. Children, education of girls, prevention of child labor, advancement of technology. Don't you think it's important? What happened in this crisis? Had technology not been there, do you think education would have been possible? Do you think teaching learning process would have been on? No. It would have been a 0 year with no teaching, no learning taking place at all. but it's only because of technology that we were very easily able to switch over to online classes, to technology. What about those people who are not able to do that? What about those people who cannot afford a smartphone or a laptop or a tablet? It is time that we see and we are able to cater to the needs of the underprivileged people in the society. As children, you need to be focused, you need to set your goals, you need to set your targets, you need to insist not only in getting certificates and degrees, but you also need to insist on value education. Because without proper value system, nothing is possible in today's world. I'm thankful to all the teachers, to all the wonderful and adorable students, and all the very cooperative and understanding parents who have really stood by us in this hour of crisis. How beautifully the teachers switched over to technology, preparing each lesson, all the trainings they underwent. Every day they are making themselves better and better. So, onus naturally lies on the citizens of the country. You can just do about anything. You are capable of doing just about anything. How beautifully the parents cooperated. With the small children, they were sitting, logging in, sitting with them, helping them. It is not very easy. So in this hour of crisis, we have all been together helping each other to do our best. Similarly, we all need to work in unison with each other, for each other, to make this country a developed nation, to make this place a beautiful place, and to help in the sustenance of freedom which we have achieved with great difficulty. So in the end, I would like to say these two lines for everybody, for all Indians. जो भरा नहीं है भावों से, जो भरा नहीं है भावों से, बहती जिसमें रसधार नहीं. जो भरा नहीं है भावों से, बहती जिसमें रसधार नहीं, वो हृदय नहीं है, पत्थर है. वो हृदय नहीं है, पत्थर है, जिसमें स्वदेश का प्यार नहीं. जय हिंद एंड जय जगत.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words and encouraging us. Independence Day celebration is incomplete without national pledge. So, here is Arnav to lead us with today's pledge.
Good morning, and a very happy Independence Day to all. So get ready for the national pledge. India is my country.
India is my country.
And all Indians are my brothers and sisters.
And all Indians are my brothers and sisters.
I love my country.
I love my country.
And I am proud of its rich and varied heritage.
And I am proud of its rich and varied heritage.
I shall always strive
I shall always try
to be worthy of it.
to be worthy of it.
I shall give respect to my parents, teachers, and all the elders.
I shall
I
give
shall give
respect
my
to my
respect
parents,
to my
teachers, and all
parents
the elders,
and all the elders.
And treat everyone with courtesy.
and treat
And
everyone
treat everyone with courtesy.
To my country and my people,
To my country and my people.
country and my people.
I pledge my devotion
I pledge my devotion
I pledge my devotion
for in their well-being and prosperity alone
for in their well-being and prosperity
in their
alone
well-being and prosperity alone
lies my happiness.
lies my happiness.
lies my happiness.
Jai Hind.
Jai
Jai
Hind.
Hind.
Jai Hind.
Strong are we, not weak. Love, humanity, and peace are what we children of India seek. So here I welcome Radhika to sing a patriotic song for us.
देश से है प्यार तो हर पल ये कहना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए सिलसिला ये बाद मेरे यूं ही चलना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए मेरी नस नस तार कर दो और बना दो एक सितार राग भारत मुझ पे छेड़ो झंझनाओ बार बार देश से ये प्रेम आँखों से छलकना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए शत्रु से कह दो जरा सीमा में रहना सीख ले ये मेरा भारत अमर है सत्य कहना सीख ले भक्ति की इस शक्ति को बढ़कर दिखाना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए थैंक यू
Amazing, Radhika. You have a mesmerizing voice. Mahatma Gandhi once said, I regard myself as a soldier, though a soldier of peace. An eye for an eye ends up making the entire world blind. So now it's time to remember some of the movements that belong to 1947 and before. That is revealed as an era of struggle and sacrifice for all the people of India. 14th August was the day when Pakistan got its independence, and 15th August when India came into being after many years of sacrifices. So put your hands together for Narayan with the achievements of India.
A very good morning and Jai Jagat to each and everyone present this beautiful morning of August 15, 2020. I'd like to take this opportunity to extend and wish all of you a very, very happy 74th Independence. By foreigners, ripped off its glory, facing the agony of partition, punctured by numerous anti-national elements, and yet standing strong in the face of all. That's India for the world. A country that today comes across as a strong, powerful, developing nation has achieved and lost so many things in its journey. India has come a long way since its independence on August 15th, 1947. No matter how intolerant people think my country is, or how patient it is in times of real aggressive callings, I still admire for the strength that it displays into harboring the needs of its countrymen. There still might be a lot of scope for infrastructure, better education, economic policies, foreign and defense strategies, and even thought process of certain section of society. But you cannot ignore the developments that has led us to make a mark in numerous areas at a global level. As we all enter another year of independence, I'd want all of you to look into some of the achievements that our nation has made that are often overlooked by the majority. Right after independence, India majorly imported food grains and dependent on international food aid up to the 1960s, whereas today, India has self-sufficiency in food production and exports various food grains. We are the largest producers of fresh fruit, milk, pulses, oil seeds, and the second largest producers of sugarcane, potato, tea in the entire world. Eradication of epidemics and polios has been carried out by numerous organizations in our nations, and we have successfully eradicated various epidemics and polio from our nation. Life expectancy has grown from 32 years at the time of independence to 68.89 years today. This is one of the major achievements of our nation, taking into account that we comprise 17% of the entire population. India is one of the 4 largest military powers in the entire world and has got one of the most sophisticated missile programs. We are the only nation in the entire world which gave each and every adult the right to vote from its very first day, which is, compared to the United States, much better, since in the United States, the world's second largest democracy after India, this right was given after 150 years of independence. Just after rebirth, we executed the world's largest merger and acquisition activity when 560 small princely states merged into the Union of India. Neither any blood drop was spilled nor any bullet was fired. We have the most number of languages today spoken in any one nation. 29 languages are spoken in India by more than 1 million people each. Canada, on the other hand, almost broke into 2 in the 1960s because of the rising tension between the English and the French. Despite such vast diversity, we are one single nation, and this feeling of unity is increasing with each passing day. Despite having almost nil self-reliance on defense technology and space technology, today we are one of the most advanced nations in this field. Indians have been able to develop in the world the most envious space programs in the year 1969 after independence. And to this day, we have launched various space programs, including lunar and Mars missions, and are on a way to commercially launch satellites of developed nations at a very, very low cost. And all credit goes to the Indian Space Research Organization. Since independence, India has been developing its technical education sector steadfastly, and this has resulted into our green revolution, resulting in an increase of food grain production more than 4 times, our independent space programs, eradication of epidemics, and our envious IT sector. But in the end, if there's one thing which makes me a very proud Indian citizen today, it is that despite having such diversity in terms of religion and cultures and many elements working round the clock to create disturbance among them, our nation remains by far the largest one to have people living peacefully with each other, something worth appreciating. In the end, I'd like to recite a few lines. आज हम सभी अपने देश में दिवाली मना पाते हैं रोशनी के साथ क्योंकि सरहदों के अंधेरों में कोई खड़ा है. I'd also take this opportunity to thank the military forces of our nation, which are extremely efficient in our work, and we salute them today. With this note, we conclude. Thank you for your undivided attention. Thank you, Jai Jagat and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Narayan, for enlightening us with your wonderful speech. T.S. Eliot has rightly said, poetry is not turning loose of emotions, but an escape from emotions. It is not the expression of personality, but an escape from personality. With this, I would like to invite Shivangi with the self-composed poem.
Good morning and Jai Chika to everyone present here this alluring morning. I, Shivangi Shrivastava, am here to recite a poem to honor the journey and the struggle of our country to get what we are here celebrating today, our independence. Every bit of the soil of our motherland still holds the blood of her sons and sings the lullabies of the tales of valor, of nascency till the end. The warrior rose with every tear that was shed, with every squall of the beloved. The nation yearned for freedom, a light bright enough to see. Those hopeful eyes held their heads high to see the peaceful sky soaring free. India bled with every moment, hauling carelessly at her soul, but her son stood hand in hand to bear every bit of the pain as whole. Struggle of hundreds of years was all it took. Numerous of them fought with all their might, for they knew they had to win the fight. With a dream of tricolor towering high, they gave what they had to give to get their dreams the wings to fly. With the smile embellishing their surging passion, they perished without a sigh, forfeiting the honors of the nation. At the stroke of midnight of 15th August 1947, we finally had our beloved dream, a peaceful haven. The world this years for centuries after, India was finally breathing in the air of freedom. Thank you.
Wow, Shivangi, that was an amazing and heart-touching poem. Music gives soul to universe, wings to mind, flight to imagination, and life to everything. I would like to invite Anju ma'am to sing a patriotic song for us.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Anju ma'am, you're audible.
Yes.
Anju ma'am, are you there? I think so. Anju ma'am got disconnected.
No, she's there.
She's there.
But then, I think her mic is not working.
Okay, okay.
Hello.
Yes, Anju ma'am. Yes, Anju ma'am. Now you're audible.
Thank you. Freedom fighters and brave soldiers in this form of a small patriotic medal. I hope you're going to enjoy that with me. तलवारों पे सर वार दिए Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Anju. Yes, Anju ma'am, we can hear you.
अंगारों पे जिस्म छाया है अब जाके हमने कहीं सर पे ये केसरी रंग सजाया है
इधर में देखो उधर ही आफत आई जा रही
तेरा मेरा प्यार निरा कुर्बान हुआ तेरी अजमत मैं कितना नसीबों वाला था तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिलावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी फसलों में लहरावा तेरी नदियों में बहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू जान तेरा है जान तेरा है देश हमारा है वतन भी है हमारी शान करेंगे हम तभी तो भाई भाई प्यार से रहेंगे हम हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है कर चले हम फिदा जा अब तुम्हारे हमारे वतन साथियों है वतन रहे तू है वतन वतन में आबाद रहे तू मैं जहाँ रहूं जहाँ याद रहे तू है वतन मेरे वतन है वतन मेरे वतन हर करम अपना करेंगे हर करम अपना करेंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे है वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए देश से है प्यार तो हर पल ये कहना चाहिए देश से है प्यार तो हर पल ये कहना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए सिलसिला ये बाद मेरे यूं ही चलना चाहिए सिलसिला ये बाद मेरे यूं ही चलना चाहिए मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना यू कैन ज्वाइन विद मी मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में रखना। हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है हम, वतन है हिंदुस्तान
हमारा हमारा
हमारा
सारे
हमारे
हिंदुस्तां हमारा
हिंदुस्तान
हमारा
हमारा सारे
जहां से
अच्छा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा। ओ माँ तुझे सलाम, ओ माँ तुझे प्रणाम। वंदे मातरम, जय जगत, जय हिंद, जय भारत. Happy Independence Day to all of you. Thank you, children, for giving me this opportunity.
Same to you.
Thank you very much.
Very good, Anju ma'am. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am, for singing for us. Surely you have a melodious voice. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind. Let us welcome a person who doesn't need an introduction. She is the soul of our school. Yes, it is time to hear to our principal ma'am, Honorable Shivani ma'am.
Good morning and Jai Jagat everyone. I extend my warm greetings to all. As we celebrate Independence Day today with joy and fervor, we also need to pay tribute to those who fought tirelessly to achieve the freedom and those who shaped its destiny with morals, traditions, and values. The scholars from all over the world have applauded the Indians' culture, tradition, and knowledge. Einstein acknowledged with gratitude, and I quote, "We owe a lot to the Indians who taught us how to count, without which no worthwhile scientific discovery could have been made." Unquote. The German scholar Max Müller also paid tribute to the Indian reflective tradition and the mind when he said, and I quote again, "If I were asked under what sky the human mind has most fully developed some of its choicest gifts, has most deeply pondered over the greatest problems of life and found solution, I should point to India." Unquote. As India discovers herself again, we need to augment on the values system. We need to come together to develop a nation of harmony, peace, and growth. We need to build a legacy that is free from the prevalent negativity, free from prejudice and corruption. We need to build a legacy which Rabindranath Tagore dreamt long back, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the word has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by deed into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Friends, time has come for all of us to ask, what can I give to my nation? On this Independence Day, let us all resolve to do something for our nation. Let us all pledge that I will be a responsible citizen. I'll try to make everyone happy. my parents, my teachers, everybody. I'll keep my home and my surroundings clean and green by planting trees and recycling. I'll ensure that each one must teach one. I will ensure that my home is a home of ethics and will give a corruption-free home to the nation. Above all, my flag flies in my heart and I bring glory to the nation. I'll respect all the religions and I'll teach the lesson of love, peace and harmony to others, as I know strength lies in unity. Remember, खंडित होने से शिल्प सदा ठोकर खाता गलियारों में, गौरव होता पूरे घर का, बटता न कभी दीवारों में. जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय जगत.
Thank you, ma'am, for your precious words and showering your blessings on us. आजादी का जश्न मनाएंगे, पर स्वतंत्र भारत की गाथा को हम भूल नहीं पाएंगे. गांधी जी ने भारत में अहिंसा का दीप जलाया था. भगत सिंह के सामने लोगों ने शीश झुकाया था. सरदार पटेल की बुलंद आवाज को सारे जग ने पहचाना था. खून और आजादी का नारा सबने जाना था. चंद्रशेखर आजाद ने अंग्रेजों की नींद उड़ाई थी, तो एक अकेली वीरांगना से पूरी सेना थर्राई थी. आजादी की कभी हम शाम नहीं होने देंगे. शहीदों की कुर्बानी हम बदनाम नहीं होने देंगे. बची हो जो एक बूंद भी गर्म लहू की, तब तक भारत माता का आंचल हम नीलाम नहीं होने देंगे. Now it's time to be the witness of such a great day and end our today's auspicious program based on celebration of our independence. I hope that you all enjoyed. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining us and making this day one of the best days. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram.
Vande
Mataram.
Shweta ma'am, would you like to share something with us?
Vande Mataram.
Good morning, dear teachers and my dear friends. Happy Independence Day to everybody. And today we have gathered here to celebrate the 74th Independence Day of our beloved India. Everyone knows that freedom of India has been very hard earned, and decades of sacrifices, struggles have all gone behind all that. Freedom is a gift, and this has to be sustained at all costs. Today, it is a great opportunity to pay tribute to the frontliners of the fight against the coronavirus, and also that India has a roadmap already ready for facing this crisis. In other words, if we are now an Atmanirbhar Bharat, as our respected Prime Minister says so. This day of freedom is a day to remember the sacrifices of all our freedom fighters, whether for freedom or against corona or for that matter any crisis. And we as teachers, you, our children, our younger generation, we promise to lead India into an era of glory once again. Indians have always been united. Peace and respect for each other is what defines us as a nation, and we pledge to maintain this status for years to come. So now it's time to bid goodbye to everybody, and once again, happy Independence Day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.
Jai Hind. Happy Independence Day.
Jai Bharat.
Happy Independence Day to all.
Thank you, dear teachers, for joining us. Thank you, children. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, children, for such a wonderful program. And thank you, Shuchi ma'am.
Thank you so much, Reema ma'am.
Thank you, Shuchi ma'am. Thank you, entire team.
Yes, thank you so
Jai
much,
Hind.
ma'am. The work, the efficient effort was from the entire team only. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Once again, happy Independence Day to each one of you. Bye, everyone.